Okay, here's the reason why I dislike Ajuga and the Devils. Because from in the DXT universe that humans view devils as evil, I mean, they aren't wrong, but they're also power hungry and will not hesitate to turn humans or any other race into in order to survive. While going, a devil has its pros and cons. Devils are weak against holy weapons and light magic. So those are the cons. And also, low class devils are often looked down upon. And let's not forget, half devils are often scorned and looked down upon, and discrimination, and with no rights. If you become a devil with no right, you will have to fall. You will have to serve someone the rest of your life with that. You can't leave, refuse, because you will be labeled as a straight devil. Really, because of that? I mean, sure, you were reincarnated as a devil, which means you have to follow your master's orders, but what about if you wanna, I don't know, go somewhere, like a restaurant, or at the beach, or the library? Well, even if you could go, but you can't leave your master's side. On second thought, maybe I shouldn't become a devil because I don't take orders from anyone. Yeah, I take it back. I don't want to be a devil. Same with me. But wait a minute. We're robots. So we can't be reincarnated as devils. Yeah, that is true. We're made of metal. So I'm guessing that non living organisms don't count. Really? That's your reason? Yes. That's why I dislike them so much. Because, in other words, you will be seen as a slave to the devils. You have to do what they say. But if you refuse, if you don't, you become a stray. But let me ask you this question, Cobra. Why should anybody give up their freedom and humanity for a few benefits? Why should anybody be back quote thankful being turned to a devil when they're nothing but a weak race? Cause devils see humans as weak and fragile. But when they have powers or secret gear, viewing humans as expendable fodder who will be disposed of once their usefulness expires. Because they cheat and lie and manipulate to get what they want. But, 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 he does have a point, Cobra. I mean, come on. If they see humans as weak, because they're not as weak when they have a secret cure or magical powers, but once their uses are done, they will likely dispose of them. That's not all. Straight devils. They're reincarnated devils who have diverted away from their masters for their own selfish desire. Cause let me tell you the prospects of vanity. Like the devils, like I said before, they do is lie, cheat, and manipulate to get what they want, even if they forced humans or other species into their peerage. I'll give you an example. You're a human with your daily life, working, eating, and sleeping, continuing with your normal life as a human, and all of a sudden, you come home and you see people at your home killing your family in front of you. You run away from your would-be pursuers, but then you encounter a high class devil and kill those humans that were pursuing you. And that devil that has asked you if you wanted to join their peerage, for a human, you became very loyal and very subservient to your master. While you were a reincarnated devil, you had everything. But unfortunately, you found out the reason for your reincarnation, or why your family was killed, is because your so-called master planned for your reincarnation and their family death. How? Well, you either overheard other devils in your peerage spoke about your reincarnation and their plans to make you in their peerage. When you found out, you became angry and vengeful, and you swore revenge against the one that saved you. But it turns out that the devil used you and ruined your life. But when you found out, you killed every devil there that was involved in your reincarnation, and you killed your king, your master, for manipulating you and tricking you, and even orchestrated your family's death to get you to join his peerage. Even if you got your revenge, you would be labeled as a straight devil, and eventually you will be killed. Wow, that's terrible. Yeah, I didn't know devils were that evil. But what about not all devils are bad? I mean, sure, they are greedy and very power hungry and manipulate to get what they want, and forcing others into their ranks. But you can't just. And that's not even the worst one. When I watch the seasons, I've always asked myself about straight devils and all. I've always wondered what has caused the devil's servants to hate their masters so much, to the point of either killing them, running away, or escape, even though they would be labeled as straight devils themselves. Well, there are causes on why these devil servants become straight devils that hate their masters so much. Either they were tricked manipulated, abuse, physical, emotional, domestic, or being forced or mistreated, and the SA abuse. But it could mean the reason that straight devils only betray their masters because they were either taken against their will or kidnapped, manipulated to join a peerage, and they might have been betrayed, become strays just because they tried to defend themselves. Really? Even if you try to, even if you want to defend yourself, you'll be labeled as a straight devil anyway? What kind of stupid devil law is that? I mean, what year do they think they're from? The 1920s? I think you mean the 16th century. You know what I mean. Anyways, that's the most dumbest and stupid rule that I ever heard. Well, it's too late for them to change the peerage or evil peace system. Because even if you try to defend yourself, you would be killed on sight. I mean, that only makes it worse. No, it can't be, right? Ugh. Well, it does make sense, though. All straight devils from season 1 to 2 that I watched. You know, Scorpion has a point. What if those strays were actually tricked, manipulated, or even kidnapped against their will and be forced to join their peerage? Maybe, just maybe that's true or not. I don't know. Anyways, Cobra, what would you do if you were forced? Oh, me? Well, if a devil approaches me to make me their peer, to force me to become a devil, they would try, but I would likely kill them. What? No, I'm serious. If a devil tries to make me one of their own, I would just kill them. Because with my toxins in my freaking stinger. Are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. What about you? Me? Well, I would rather not become a devil. Well, even if you say no, they would try and make you, either by threatening you or killing your loved ones. Yeah, that is true. I mean, there is no devil law that you can hate your master for all eternity, is it? Well, I guess that is true because there's nothing there. Yeah. Um. Well, Scorpio, I think you have a point about straight devils and all that. I do see why you dislike them so much, but I still don't know why you dislike Rias. No, nah. I might have worded wrong. Let me say this. I don't know why you hate Rias so much. As I told you, Cobra, I'm saving her for last. Yeah, we've heard ya. Yeah. So, anyways, I did say there are some characters that I like. And which is, you'll see, Sona's peerage. Really? Them? Yes. What I like about them, because Sona is the only devil that if she asks you to join her peerage, you would say no. And Sona will respect your decision, and she won't bother you again. But Rias, on the other hand, I'm saving that for when we're done with the characters I dislike so much. Okay, I don't see why you like them. Well, that's because most of them don't have secret gears. Well, except for Sabaki and Saji, which they are the only two that have secret gears. But the other five, they don't have them. Wait, what? Wait, this is the first time I'm hearing this. But I thought you said devils only reincarnate humans if they have a secret gear. But how come the five of them don't have any? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Is it like some sort of a lore that we don't know about? Well, it's never stated on that if devils only reincarnate humans with secret gears, or they just reincarnate humans that don't have them. As I said before, humans that have magic, witches, sorcerers, or wizards, or whatnot. Anyway, let's start with Momo. Now, her backstory. Momo has known the Citrus clan since her childhood, mainly due to her father having a higher post in a certain company that is affiliated with the Citrus clan. At some point in the series, before the series, she was reincarnated into a devil, joined by Sona, and joined the student council in the process. Although, here's the thing. For the reason for doing that is still unknown, so we don't know much about her, or the reason why she became a devil. And Rhea learned about the existence of devils from her grandmother, who was a witch. And through this knowledge is how she met Sona at some point before the series. She was reincarnated into a devil by Sona by joining the student council. You know, this is interesting. Yeah, I mean, well, in the anime, Sona and her peers don't get a lot of screen time or being shown more in the anime, because they always focus on Issei and Rias' peerage. It's always on them. Why can't they make an episode about Sona and their peerage episode about them? Why don't you ask the creators of that show? Which I highly doubt they would respond to us on why they don't show them that often. And sorry. And for Tomoe hails from the Meguri clan, who merely exorcise demons, as it was their way of life, using spirit swords and their unique sword style to do so. However, a certain yokai with a grudge cursed the family, and Tomoe's soul was cursed since the day she was born. Her parents requested the curse to be lifted from a devil who turned out to be Sona Seatree. She was then reincarnated as Sona's knight, as this was the only way to break the curse placed on her, and eventually the student council as its secretary. This action of reincarnation caused Tomoe's family to be exiled from the exorcism business for having the devil in the clan. Yeah, the whole thing about that. So I'm guessing that her family was exiled for being in contact with the devil. And you know about devil's exorcists don't really mix well. Yeah, I can understand that. And for Tsubasa, since she was young and before reincarnating to a devil, Tsubasa was able to see or touch supernatural beings or phenomena. She would engage in fights with monsters or evil spirits and defeat them with martial arts alone, but could not defeat stronger ones. At some point before the series, she was reincarnated into a devil and joined the student council. You know, I'm hearing a lot more about their backstory and Sona's peerage. Yeah, me too. Because there's a lot of not any history or backstory about them. Yeah, not much is known about them either. So, and last but not least, Ruruko. And her backstory is very little information, but here's the history. Ruruko by chance happened to learn about Sona and her peerage being devils, and she willingly asked to be reincarnated into her peerage. Sona did so, and she joined the student council in the process. So, yeah. Really? Just like that? Why would she agree to become a devil when she already knows about how devil peerage works in their law? I mean, another thing. How did Ruruko know that Sona was a devil? How would she know? Well, in her backstory, it's not stated on how she figured it out or anything. It's still unknown. And so, that's basically it on why I like Sona in her peerage. Because as I said before, if Sona walks up to you and asks you if you wanted to join her peerage, she tells you about the evil peace system and all that, you would reject her offer. But Sona would respect your decision and she would leave you alone and not ask you to become her peerage again. So yeah. Oh, and Sona, she's smart, very intelligent. A lot smarter than Reyes. Oof, ouch. Ooh, burn. Roasted. Okay, I can see your point. But this is something that doesn't make any sense. How come Tomoe, Raya, Ruruko, Tsubasa, and Momo don't have secret gears? I mean, what about Ruruko? She was reincarnated devil recently, and she does have a secret gear. How does that make any sense? Well, as I said before, it's not known. Why not ask the creators, High School DxD creators about devils reincarnating humans with secret gears, but not with secret gears. Like I said before, I highly doubt they will respond that question. Riser Phoenix. That I dislike so much. Because he was very arrogant, condescending, and always superior one. Looked down upon everything. And for his backstory, his family set up an arranged marriage between him and Rias, with her family's approval as well, an attempt to unite the two families and preserve the bloodline of pureblood devils. Oh, I forgot about that part. In arranged marriages in DxD. Really? Just for stupid bloodline and heirs? What do you think this is? The freaking medieval ages? Well, unfortunately, that's their way of life in their society. And for one, he only wants to marry Rias because of her power of destruction. And you know what that means, right? It means by combining the power of destruction with Riser's regeneration power, they would make a very powerful devil, but there's a chance for the child to inherit both powers. Are very rare. And if they don't have them, then that newborn, he or she will just be discarded, abandoned, just because they don't have their power of a devil. Let's not forget to mention Sauriorg Bale. He doesn't have devil. He doesn't have the devil power of power destruction. Yeah, because he's the only devil that doesn't have their family's signature power. Well, I guess there are some devils that don't inherit from their families. And Sionicus Gremory, Rhea's father. On why I dislike him, because here's his backstory. Because little is known about Sionicus' past, except that he married Venelana Bale and eventually fathered two children, Serzex and Rheas, during the Civil War. He and his clan joined the anti-Satan faction in order to stop the Satan clans from restarting the Great War. When Serzex became the Satan Lucifer and lost his rights to become the head of the Gremory clan, Sionicus made an arranged marriage with the Phoenix clan for his daughter to be married to Riser at some point before the series. At some point, he honed his cooking skills and the human world. Okay, why do you dislike him? Well, for one, because He forces his daughter to marry someone that she doesn't love, and which is an arranged marriage. I mean, seriously, what kind of father does that to their own daughter? Even I would never do that if I have children of my own. What about you? Well, well, like you said, I would never do that to my own daughter or my son. Yeah, us too. You idiot. We're robots. We can't produce offspring. Right, forgot. Why you imbecile? Ouch! Why'd you hit me? Because because you are ignorant. Well, that's rude. Yeah, that's why I dislike it, because the fact that he put his daughter in an arranged marriage to someone she doesn't love. Ugh, that type makes me want to vomit. Jeez, you put a lot more venom in your words. Sorry, I get emotional sometimes. Anyways, moving on. Next up is Diodora Astaroth. Ugh, not that guy. Yeah. Ugh, seriously, him. That freaking man gives me the creeps. No kidding. I mean, yeah. Why I dislike him is because he is very narcissistic, sinner, vile, and wicked person who would have do whatever he takes to achieve his desire. He had he has a very obsession with nuns and holy maidens. And for that, he I can't even say this in a video of that word. He acquired them by breaking them. He enjoys seeing them in expression of pain, sadness, and despair, which he found to be an ultimate form of entertainment. This showed Diodor to be an incredible, sadistic, sick, psychopathic devil, sociopath. Yeah, we get that. But is there a reason why Diodor is obsessed with nuns or holy maidens? Well, it's not known on why he's obsessed with them. It's never stated, so I guess that's a mystery that we'll never know. Anyways, his backstory. It was stated that by Fried Selzen that due to his nun fetish, he had preyed on famous nuns and holy maidens in various countries around the human world. He would seduce the maidens with his passionate words in order to make them fall in love with him. After the nuns and maidens were cast out by their churches, which left them devastated, he would appear before to supposedly save them from the depths of their despair. Wow. I mean, just wow. That even if the devils did that, and devils also ruined their lives as well. Okay, that devil is narcissistic, disgusting, despicable, psychopath, monster. Yeah, that part I forgot to mention that devils also ruin the lives of humans and other races as well, in order to get what they want. Those devils don't care if they ruin their lives or kill anyone to get them in their peerage. And which left them devastated. Now, only to eventually be taken advantage of by. I'm not gonna use that word because, and mentally break them in both body and heart. Diodor would reincarnate them as his servants, who slavishly pledged their loyalty to him. Okay, that's disturbing as hell. No pun intended. Ugh. What the hell? If I was there in High School DxD, I would beat the living crap out of that creep. Okay, in all my years of watching anime, I think that's the most disturbing thing I've ever heard. Yeah, thankfully they didn't animate or show Diodora's methods of, recruiting people into his peerage. Yeah, anyway, sometime prior to the series, when he set his sights on his next target, Diodor purposely injured himself and approached a blonde nun with twilight healing. And that girl was Ossia Argento, who healed him. This act of healing the devil resulted in Ossia's eventual excommunication from the church and was branded a heretic and a witch for healing the devil. Really? Just like that? I mean, how is Ossia supposed to know that Dido was a devil? How is she supposed to know that? Yeah, that's not even fair. I mean, it's their fault for letting the devil into their territory. I mean, come on. Don't they train Ossia to, I don't know, sense the presence of a devil or something? Or she would have a guard with her all times? Yeah. I mean, how would exorcists not know Diodora is a devil? I mean, if they see him, would they just kill him? I mean, yeah. Why would they let a devil into territory at the church? Don't they have some security system to detect a devil or something? Well, that question we don't know about. And when Ossia was excommunicated, she had nowhere to go. But he was also present when Rainier stole Ossia's sacred gear. It's not known how Rainier got the tip, or that someone told Rainier about Ossia's secret gear. Yeah, here's another question. Does Rainier know that Diodor was the one who told her about Ossia? Yeah. Does she know about Daidora? Well, I guess not. I mean, even if she did know, would that make of a difference? I guess not. And here's another one. Diodora originally wanted to kill Rainier and save Asya, and then take her as his servant. So, Diodora was originally going to kill Rainier. That we know in the anime in season 3. So, yeah. But his plan failed when Issei defeated Rainier and Reyes revived Asya instead. Sometime before the series began, Diodor made an alliance with the Chaos Brigade, receiving Ophis' snakes. To acquire great power, he used his power to boost to murder the next head of the clan. Something all thought was an accident. So, if Diodor was there when Rainier took Asia's secret gear, where was he exactly? I mean, we watched the episode of the Fallen Angel arc of Rainier. There was no. If I remember correctly, that devils have familiars. What is Diodor's familiar? Well, that we don't know. And I rewatched the episode when Rainier took Asia's toilet healing. I looked everywhere of Diodora. A shadow, figure, or something out of the ordinary. But I found nothing. Oh, and I almost forgot about Ajuka. And that is, well, the whole evil peace system and all that. In my opinion, Ajuka should have died in the Civil War or the Great War of the Satans. He should have died, because that would mean the evil peace would have never existed or be invented. Ever. That's a little dark, don't you think? So, wow, I didn't know you hated him that much. Well, of course I do. Of course I do. Okay. I'm not going to question it. The bell ringing. So I'm guessing that this lesson is over. Yeah. Well, anyways, break time. So, do whatever you want. Well, what do you want to do? Well, I do have a mystery that I've been wanting to do for a week. And that is, you'll find out soon enough.